You can all feel it. You can see it. And you hear about it wherever you go now. We live in dead America. How do we reconcile the wrongs in America? I'm Ed Waters, and I'm your host of Dead America. Join me as we dive deep into the great divides, the misunderstandings and confusion that plagues us here in Dead America. Let's have us a look. Welcome to the show, folks. As always, we've got a special guest with us today. Our guest is 29-year-old Joker. Joker's been homeless for about 2 years. So, with that being said, welcome to the show, Joker.
I thank you.
How does it feel to be homeless?
Some days it's good, sometimes it's bad.
I imagine so. I've been there, so I can feel with you.
I haven't been completely homeless for the whole 2 years. It was homeless here, homeless there. You know, I have a place and I wouldn't have a place.
Sporadic. Homeless is homeless regardless how long. Mm-hmm. If you're homeless overnight, you still have that sense of disparity. Yeah. You know, what the hell is happening here?
Well, I went from the mission into a transitional housing, into a hotel, and then I decided to say, screw it, I'd rather be with my fiance and be homeless with her than have a place without her.
Well, of course. It's always easier to be homeless when you have somebody else there with you.
Well, because me, it's like, home is where the heart is, and if I don't have her, I really don't have a home.
That's right.
So either way, I'm going to be homeless.
So what creates your homelessness really is the system's requirements on determination of your eligibilities?
My, just whole bunch of crap that went on in my past, like, and it just hasn't been fixed.
Yeah, well, sometimes that's the point in a lot of people's lives. They don't fix their problems. And sometimes that's the easiest thing to do and safest thing to do.
Right.
Because facing those sometimes brings these unwanted emotions as anger and, you know, that strikes out at people because it sucks when you have stressors in life.
Yeah, I've been with my fiance for over 5 years now.
Congratulations.
My health has been bad when I'm not with her. And it's been good when I'm with her.
Yeah.
So I figured, why not, you know, throw caution to the wind. I'm just going to be homeless, even though I have $3,000 in the bank, you know, sitting so I can go get a place, whatever.
Keep that money safe and use it wisely.
Yeah.
Never let influences dictate what you do with yourself. That's important to understand.
Yeah.
And that's a unique thing to actually have money and choose to be homeless. So, you know, that's a unique story that a lot of people will not find in Dead America. Yeah. So this is unique that you choose to be there for your significant other.
Yeah.
To support her in her homeless endeavor.
Yeah.
And we'll have her on in the next episode, folks, so stay tuned for that story. But I see you guys have a unique double tent set up with a tarp stretched over it. And is that like bedroom kitchen?
No, it's more like bedroom storage.
Good idea. So, yeah, a lot of people, they suffer from this where they have a lot of stuff and they don't know where to put it.
Yeah.
And I know this from experience going homeless. I had a house full of stuff and I had no place, so I had to downsize dramatically and choose what was precious to me and what's just nonsense.
Yeah.
How do you choose what to put in a tent?
Yeah. Like in one tent we have food, some clothes, some other random miscellaneous electronics and stuff, and firewood.
You keep firewood in there for keeping
Cooking
it
purposes.
dry. Unique. That's interesting.
Yeah. And then the other tent, you know, we take stuff from one to the other if we need something. So.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of neat because you want at least a little bit of space for you. You live in Oregon, of course, you're going to deal with rain and wind and, you know, it's not easy. And then making sure that little bit of stuff that you have is safe.
Yeah.
That's a major ordeal and a concern for a lot of homeless people.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
We have, well, sometimes we'll be smoking. We'll have one tent flap open, that's just a window, and I'll just sit there and watch it.
Well, doesn't that limit your ability to just take off and go places?
Yeah.
So,
like earlier, she went with them to the store, and I stayed here so I could watch the stuff.
Yeah. See, and there's always that sort of struggle when you're dealing with homelessness.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't even recognize that very little thing about security in your possession.
You don't have a locked door you can put your stuff behind.
Yeah, of course. See, and that's part of what this system we call America, what I have been recently calling Dead America. That's what this system was meant to do. Establish security in our possessions.
Yeah.
And we don't have it. It's hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're dealing with homelessness, these struggles just keep on compiling. Do you ever get harassed by, like, cops or park rangers or anything?
No.
Really? See, that's kind of unique because there's this, like, teeter-totter effect in some areas. They just leave you to be, but if you're in another area, they're like Nazis on you, and they want to. I've seen where they've came in and bulldozed tents and personal properties without a care in the world.
Really?
Yeah, and that's wrong. I really don't think that anybody should have to go through that struggle just to secure their simple possessions.
Well, one time I remember we had a three-room tent. We were living out off the Birdwatchers Trail, and I had to check in there, you know, to get us into a place the next day. They just took everything.
Yeah.
Check, the tent, our bed, all of our belongings just gone.
That's crazy. Yeah. Well, Joker, this episode we're going to wrap up because I have another episode to do today. I would like to have you back on at another date and discuss some more about Dead America and how you feel. Keep updating our audience with your struggles, your journey, you know. I want people to follow you guys through these struggles and, you know, get a little update here and there. The difference of your mood, your attitude, your thoughts, your opinions. So, did this make you feel comfortable talking about issues?
Yeah.
I think that's the point here. That's what I want to do with Dead America, is bring stories out so people can get a grip on what's going on in dead America.
Yeah, so people hear it from the sources.
That's
themselves.
right. Source material straight from the streets.
Yeah.
And that's where it matters. You know, we've got to know what these people out here in America.
People in houses, all they see is homeless. They don't see what their struggles are.
That's
right. Like that. They just see, oh, this person's homeless.
They don't have the same
like my brother. My brother Warren. Okay, I'm gonna bring him up real quickly. He was homeless. He was the nicest guy in the whole world. He was a drunk, a pothead, but he would not harm a fly.
Yeah.
In fact, he would sit outside of the new store downtown when there used to be Safeway, and he would ask people if they would want help with their groceries and stuff.
Yeah.
And if they could,
community minded.
Yeah, they would pay him, just a little bit of change, whatever.
Right.
But he didn't ask, they had to.
Right.
Like most people, they'd be like, "Do you have any change?"
Yeah.
He'd just be like, "Can I help you?"
Yeah.
Well, he recently passed away like a year and a half ago.
Ah, that sucks.
Yeah, but like first time me and my old lady were homeless, he got an RV. He was living with a buddy of his in an RV. Well, the buddy had a house. He had the RV. He was letting him stay in. He knew me. He got to know my old lady. He's like, "I have an RV. If you guys want to come stay with me, go ahead."
Yeah.
And this is a guy that was recently homeless.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's where you find a lot of help is within the homeless community.
Exactly.
The ones that don't have are willing to give the most.
Like me. Tonight I was planning on cooking Frito pie for me and my old lady, but I figured why not cook for them too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the kind of guy I am. I like to give more than I get.
That's right. And we need more of that in America, and it would change how things are going. So, all of you people out there that want to judge people, maybe you should come out and talk to them a little bit. They're very interesting people. They have unique stories, and they matter.
Yeah.
So, Joker, I'm going to wrap this one up. I hope you enjoyed being here, and I want you back next time.
I'll plan on it.
Thank you for joining us. Ed, Dead America, out.